Coming up on Saturday, it's the Survive and Thrive Symposium. Now, this statewide event's been held in a number of cities since last September, from Arlington to San Antonio, McAllen, Beaumont, and Austin, and the Waco event is rounding out the year. Joining me now, Dr. Carlos Encarnacion. Now, there are hundreds of survivors and caregivers and volunteers and health professionals who have been attending these throughout the state.
Correct.
As an oncologist, why is it important for folks to kind of come together for this kind of thing?
It's very important because the focus up to now has always been to treat the cancer. And sadly, we have forgotten that the cancer is within a patient that had a life before cancer and hopefully will have a life after cancer. So we want to make that person go back to their pre-treatment status, or even better if possible. And the focus on survivorship is really, really very important. There are a lot of things that people do not even think about or are afraid to talk with their providers about. And this is a time to discuss all of these issues and answer any questions that they might have.
Now, this is all happening this coming Saturday, correct? And it will be at the Hilton?
At the Hilton from 8 to 1 o'clock. There will be some discussions, there will be some panels and some workshop for patients and providers and people who take care of them.
And this is a free event, right?
Absolutely.
And if folks, but you'd like to know how many are coming, correct? You'd like for them to sign up.
They should register at www.texasoncologyfoundation.org.
And it's not necessarily for patients of Texas Oncology. I mean, anybody who's maybe gone through cancer treatment. Right. And you know, we were talking earlier that some of the treatments, and you're doing such great work, you know, and people are living, you know, longer lives after a diagnosis of cancer. But on down the road, there may be issues like from radiation or even chemo.
Chemotherapy, radiation, even hormone therapies can cause a lot of side effects. Some are short-term and go away, but some of them can be long-standing, can affect the quality of life of people long-term, and we do not want to see that. You know, not everybody can be fixed, but we want to try to address the problems the best as possible.
What are some of the issues that the families, the caregivers,
well, the patients who have undergone treatments sometimes have chronic fatigue. They sometimes have long-term hot flashes. You're going to talk about that a little bit later. Fatigue, as I said, sexuality issues, neurology issues, cardiac issues. There's multiple things that can linger in a patient with cancer, and it does not always only affect the patient, but also affect the people that live with him.
And so anyone really is invited to attend. Also, you say healthcare professionals and even volunteers.
But anybody who's interested in the issue of survivorship, whether you had cancer or not, whether you're a patient of Texas Oncology or not, you're certainly welcome to attend.
Okay, and again, now where do they go to register? It is a free event on Saturday.
It will be www.texasoncologyfoundation.org.
All right, and I know it's going to be well attended because it affects so many people, and to get questions answered in a kind of a low-key sort of environment, it's going to be great.
Correct.
All right, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
Come back again.